Hi guys, happy Sunday again with my weekly video. Today I was thinking that should I share this content that I'm about to share with you guys, and then I feel like yeah, why not? It might be helpful for at least some of you, who have been going through the same feeling as I felt, not feel right now. I felt last week. So basically, last week was a very, very tough week that I feel like I really want to quit my job. So as soon as I feel that, I went straight to my principal office and explained about the situation and how I felt right now, like at that point. And then I asked that can I please have a mental health, a day off the next day, and she granted that, which I feel so much better after that. So I took a day off. I stay home. I've been thinking about the thing. However, it didn't help. I think the best thing is not to think about that, because it actually really make your minds like keep looping like a movie, like looping the same scene, and it's stressful. So I don't recommend you to do that right next day. So I took a day off and then been reflecting, and then the next day I went back to work. I was shaking and I was crying to go to work. Like I even felt like stepping out from my apartment was very harsh. Was very hard for me. However, I did it. So I went to work. One of my colleagues came to see me, and I cry. Like I was very emotional, but she's very supportive. And then I went straight to classes. I had 6 lessons on that day, and every single lesson I asked my students I asked my students to be kind to me, and I shared with them that this is how I feel right now. I'm sick. I'm not physically sick. I'm sick here in my heart. So you notice because they're small, right? So they actually do understand. Like I'm sorry. Like there's like I'm sorry about that, Miss Pim. And they actually help me a lot. So thank to my students to help me. To like carry me back to my normal stage. And then in the afternoon I had my like the upper primary. There's no TA to be with me to help, right? However, I went to the homeroom teacher, one of the homeroom teachers, and asked for help. Says like, can you please like send someone to be with me today? I'm not 100%. And immediately she came like for 2 lessons. It was like, wow, I felt so much better. I feel like I don't know, when you feel supported and when we get that support at the right moment, it's actually help a lot. So I've gone through that day with the feelings much better. And the next day I went to work again and I scheduled appointment with my principal. So my principal is very supportive, and she's like came to my class to have some privacy. And I ask her like, can you please support me in this one, plan B, like that I proposed her. And she said, yeah, of course. So and after that day I feel like my colleagues very supportive, and my principal, and even like my students as well. So I feel like, okay, I can do this. It's the next 2 weeks until the end of the year. I can do this. So today I would like to share like what I've been thinking and what are the ways that really help me. So I would like to share three tips that helps a lot when you feel like you burnt out, or you feel like you don't want to come to work and you just want to go to your principal's office and say, I want to quit, please. So don't do that yet. Follow these 3 steps first. So step 1, this is how I think. First, I think about how leaving the job will affect my workplace and also my myself and my family. Because like, of course, at the same time you want to maintain your mental health. However, you need to think about people around you, especially like your workplace as well. Like if you leave immediately, what effect they're gonna have, you know? So yeah, so when I like considering about that, then I feel like, okay, this is not a good time to stop, you know. You should keep going. However, it comes to my second tip is that how can I keep working like and being professional but maintaining my mental health. So the first thing I feel very good and very helpful was talking to family. In this case, like I talked to my husband Henry. He's very supportive, you know. He took me out for a dinner to the my favorite restaurant. Like he talked to me about the plan, summer plan, about positive things, you know, to let me like let go of that thought and then focusing on some other thing, like some other things that will be happening in our lives. So I find it very helpful. And second one is that I feel like asking for support from the colleagues and also the principals actually very helpful, because if you don't say how you feel and also come up with a plan that's gonna make you feel better, you know. So I feel like asking for help from your colleagues actually helpful for me. And also when you ask for help, when you want to talk to your boss, I think one thing that you need to keep in your mind is that always, that's how I think, is that I understand that my principal is very busy. She has to deal with not just the teachers, the parents and the students, like the whole school wide. So I came up with like the plan A and plan B and plan C, you know, how this gonna help me to perform my duty or my job responsibly. So I find that very helpful when you go talk to your boss. And third, this is the most difficult. Let it go. Very difficult for me. You can't do on the first day and you can't do on the second day. You might be able to do on the third day or even a week later. I find it very helpful when I talk to my mom. My mom is very calm, and you know, she was just saying like about like cleansing your mind, you know. She's not talking about situation. She's talking about how I feel and what to do to make me feel better. Not running away, but how to be here and have a clear mind or like mindset, you know, toward the work. And second one, I find it helpful as well, is that talking to my friends who is a teacher. He's also a teacher as well, and he's very like straightforward, you know, like I love him. He's like rigid. Yeah. Well, I'm too emotional sometimes. Yeah. So he told me like, yeah, sometimes things just happen, but this will pass. You know, the next day is the next day. You start again and forget about yesterday, because sometimes you think about the thing that people already forgot about that, but you keep hold on to that thought. So it's burning yourself and it's hurting yourself. I was like, yeah, that is exactly what I was doing. So yeah, I think it's like reflecting and let it go and cleanse your mind actually helped me putting myself together, like gathering myself together and be back to my normal state again. And yeah, so that was my sharing today. I hope that everyone, whoever has gone through this, will have a solution to your life. And if you've been feeling like burnout and you want to quit, so I do understand you, how you feel, you know. I actually understand you, because like I feel like some problems that feels so small, it can be very, very big to us. Or some problems for us that feel so tiny, small, it can be very big for others as well. And we should value everyone's feelings, and you should embrace as well, like yourself. Like, first of all, yourself need to embrace your feeling, that it's fine to feel that way. However, if you feel that way, how you gonna make yourself feel better or coming to normal state of mind? So I'm hang in there for those who feel that way, and I do understand you, and I hope that tomorrow will be a better day, a better life, and better version of yourself as well. So have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.